am back in Arizona, but I've been going back and forth between Phoenix and Nashville. But as for my Phoenix home, I've decided on the 2-bedroom home at Christopher Todd. Open sesame? Yeah. Oh my goodness. So clean and pretty. Oh my goodness. That doggy door just gets my heart going when I see it. Oh, look at this cool bag they left. Oh, thank you for choosing to plant your roots with us. How cute is that? Dear Jaclyn, welcome back to the Valley and to Christopher Todd Communities, where you'll experience a new way to live. We're so glad you chose us. I'm gonna freaking fly. It is gorgeous. I feel so at home and I'm just getting settled in. So I'm excited to show you guys some of the decor I've been putting up and yeah, just the inspiration for my space. There's been a ton of unpacking to do. It's been really fun because I brought some of my treasures back from Nashville that I really wanted to have in this house. And so I've been unpacking and getting organized. Since I have a 2-bedroom, which is not something I've had before, I can actually set up a home office where I can work from home and do all the things that I'm working on in just a separate space from where my bedroom is. My style has evolved over time, but right now I definitely am kind of wanting to go with a more peaceful, tranquil kind of vibe. After moving into Christopher Todd, I was so impressed with every step of my move-in that I really wanted to find out more about who started the company and what they're all about.
My name is Todd Wood. I'm the CEO of Christopher Todd Communities.
I found out that they have a very philanthropic drive to their company.
When we first started Christopher Todd Communities, one of the pillars of our companies was to making sure that we gave back to the community.
I was really impressed because that really resonated with me and wanting to help people.
So we instantly, and from the very beginning, began a philanthropic nonprofit which was called A New Lease on Life. What we've been able to do in Arizona is we've gone out and we provide housing free of charge for the first year and then discounted housing for the next couple of years to deserving veterans that have served our country.
They invited me to be a part of a community garden event where we went and planted plants and produce and things that would give back to the community.
Christopher Todd Communities employees are here at the Phoenix Native Health Garden in downtown Phoenix. It's a beautiful 3/4 acre garden that's done in cooperation with the Keep Phoenix Beautiful program. So we're here today doing our volunteer service that we love to do. Christopher Todd goes out about every quarter and visits different nonprofits, and we learn what's going on and how we can be of help and then how we can help shine a spotlight on their organization. Native Health Organization is a clinic that serves the Native American community, and Melissa Peoples is the coordinator who we've been working with here at the garden. And I know she's excited to share with you some of the background, some of the techniques they use at the garden and the people that they serve.
So my name is Melissa Peoples. I'm the garden coordinator with Native Health, which is a community wellness center based in Phoenix. And we also have a clinic in Mesa and the West Valley of Phoenix. So we're primarily a healthcare center. We serve primary care, pediatric care, dental facilities, but we really address the social determinants of health, which fortunately is a lot of food insecurity, high rates of obesity, diabetes, and other health problems. And so we address those through social programs. The garden is just one of many. And so at the garden, we provide a space for people to come out like a you-pick farm, enjoy the outdoors, pick fresh produce, experience planting and growing food. And then we also take much of the fresh produce that we harvest and we distribute through our cooking classes and our food distribution programs to address food insecurity in our community. NativeHealth.com website has all the information about all of our programs. But the garden is open and remains open, and so we couldn't do it without volunteers. Right now, I only work part-time as a garden coordinator, and so we really rely on volunteers to come and help with that. We also accept monetary donations, particularly for the food pantry, where our needs have really grown and expanded. And so via our website at Native Health Phoenix, you can find more information about our programs and also how to give back.
I felt really honored to be a part of that with them.
All of us at the Christopher Todd family, we want to welcome you back to the Valley, Jaclyn Monroe.
Part of coming back to Arizona that was a little difficult was leaving a lot of my creative friends and colleagues, not behind, but just the dynamic changes when you're not in the same place. So coming back to the Valley, I was able to connect with one of my oldest friends. I've known him since kindergarten. His name's Matt Rogerson.
Put your hands together for Matthew Rogerson.
Nice to have him come to the stage. Please give a warm welcome to Matthew Rogerson.
Coming to the stage right now, we got Matt Rogerson.
Next comic is a special treat. He performs all over the country. He's originally from Phoenix. Please give a warm welcome. Start clapping right now for Emmy Rogerson.
Give a nice warm welcome for Matt Rogerson.
My name is Matt Rogerson. I am a singer-songwriter, entertainer, comedian, and I also produce.
Probably one of my oldest friends, not just because I've known him since kindergarten, but he's literally 14 days older than me. That's how close in age we are.
Who do you know that you're still best friends with from kindergarten?
He's old.
Super old.
Sucker!
2 weeks.
I'm not really prepared for life either. But I'm a comedian, what's your excuse? You're 18, you don't need a 401k, you got a mom.
We are very similar in a creative field, so we've both been independent artists.
And it is pretty random that we both ended up in the same line of work in entertainment.
Matt's been a producer, he makes music, he's done film, he does stand-up comedy.
Last year, we had temperatures in certain parts of the state hitting 126 degrees. That's not even funny. That's not funny. I'm practicing parkour, trying to stay shadow to shadow to get from my car into places.
I own and operate an independent production studio. We do audio, video, marketing, and beyond.
A lot of things that I'm interested in, so it made it very easy for me to want to collaborate and kind of have a creative outlet coming back to Arizona. And it also turns out that he is doing home renovations for his family business that has been around for many, many years.
I grew up in the construction business. My dad was a general contractor, and my grandfather was a developer builder. So I learned every inch of building homes from the ground up.
And asked me to come in and do some interior design work. So that was really a cool opportunity for me because I've always been interested in interior design. It's neat to put the finishing touches on all the work that he's doing.
It was really nice to have Jaclyn as a resource for style and coordination of all the colors and putting together different textiles and finishes.
I've always been really interested in interior design and interior decor. And after taking a couple of jobs with Matt and helping my mom with some design and my dad over the years, I decided it was time to maybe start my own brand, JRM Interiors. So I did create, naturally, an Instagram account. Go follow it, JRM Interiors.
And she even at a certain point started taking over all of the shopping, which took a whole ton off of my plate.
One of the first customers that Matt does a ton of work for is his client, Greg Lyle.
Hi, my name is Greg Lyle.
Greg Lyle is a very interesting guy.
Matt had done some previous work on his home.
Well, we did tons of stuff for Greg.
The water heater,
Electrical work,
redoing the table,
pool deck.
the wall where the entertainment center and fireplace are, they were pretty much bare.
We built a beautiful fireplace and entertainment unit built into the wall that was going to be custom fit to hold not only his TV and media, but also the customized Bose surround sound system, which is one of a kind. Nobody else really has it, and we had to do a lot of work to make it happen. Greg really likes the music loud.
Whenever you're working at Greg's, you need to know that the music's gonna be loud. It's basically a dance party.
Greg had decided to renovate pretty much his entire home, so that's where I came in to help with the designs and the finishing touches on that.
But we'll get this project done, and we'll deal with that.
I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. All right. So the first project for Greg was the bedroom-bathroom combination. One thing that Greg loves that isn't necessarily completely the vibe of his room is he loves nautical stuff. He loves the beach. He loves the feeling of a seaside retreat. So I wanted to give him a little bit of that element among all the modern sleek finishes. So we decided to go with a wood accent wall right behind the toilet, and it really just gave it a nice pop against all these other sleek lines, and it gave it more of a rustic seaside beachy feel, so he loved it. I stained and hand painted each slat, and Matt cut those down, and we fit it all to fit right behind the toilet. One of my favorite elements of the design that I found was the sink. So he had a traditional, very low bathroom double sink, but he wanted to keep the double sink, but do something a little bit more modern.
Just a little over 61 and a quarter. And then let me see how deep this is.
I found this really cool porcelain trough sink, and we actually raised it up by probably 12 inches. Greg is about 6'7", so we wanted him to have a new level of comfort when he walks into his bathroom.
And then my happy place. You can leave me here for like a few hours. And I'll be
Yeah?
Okay.
I was getting my bearings again and kind of seeing some of my old stomping grounds, and I found a restaurant that I absolutely loved that was actually open for business. With so many businesses closing over the pandemic, you didn't know what was open or whose hours were what. I found this restaurant right around the corner from my mom's, actually, called Humble Pie. Well, I saw the string cafe lights outside, and I decided to pull up just to see if they were open for dinner, and they were, and it was an amazing experience. They just welcomed us with open arms, and the music, the ambiance, the food, the service was all amazing. We went there again and again because we loved the atmosphere so much, and we loved the food. The food was incredible.
We love that place. We go there all the time.
I think it was our first visit, we had gotten all of our food, and we tried a lot of different things off of their special happy hour menu, and so we were able to try a lot of different things. And Chef Jorge Gomez, the head chef at Humble Pie, came out to our table and asked about our experience and how the food was, and it was really cool that we got to meet him on our very first visit.
I think it was being part of the Mexican culture, my heritage, right? Like, we were always in the kitchen. We were always feeding people. It's an extension of your love, pretty much. That's kind of like when you give flowers to a girl, when you take somebody out to a date, when you show them who you are. That's, I think, for me, was trying to express myself in how much I love a person through a dish.
The cool thing about Chef Gomez was, as we came back to the restaurant, he would come back by and say hello and find out, what we thought about the food and the new things that we were trying, and ask for our feedback, which I thought was really, really cool.
So I was able to go to Europe, and I was in Europe for like almost a year, cooking, traveling, experiences, mostly Spain, but also I traveled to France and Italy, and I just fell in love with the culture over there, and then come back over here just to see the training. It was different restaurants that I wanted to get into it because of the mash of cultures here in the States. In the States, you have what I call the new American cuisine, and that's what I'm executing, that it's a little Mexican, a little Latin influence, a little European, the American culture, and everything comes together, and the flavors are fantastic. And for me, that's the biggest training I have, is how can I incorporate every single culture or every single thing that I have learned in a dish.
It was really cool to connect with Chef Gomez about the restaurant service and the quality of the food and all the thought that went into making the menu and the drink list. And Matt being with me as well, being a former chef and a culinary teacher, they hit it off right away, and we just connected with Chef Gomez every single time that we came to the restaurant.
So we have this amazing concept, Humble Pie, where the pizza dough, that's our main focus, right? But also, there's a lot of staples in the cuisine here in the States, in North America. But I wanted to redo them with my own culinary background, with a little bit of French techniques, with a little bit more of food-driven and chef-driven.
They have several locations of Humble Pie, but they were expanding to a new restaurant concept called Humble Bistro.
This is why it came to Humble Bistro. We wanted to have a place that it looks it's been there forever, but also that you have that European look to it, an atmosphere. A bistro is a comfortable setting that you can go out and eat elevated food. And that's kind of what we wanted to do. We don't want it to be a pretentious food, we want it to be honest food.
Chef Gomez actually invited us to do a tasting at their soft opening for Humble Bistro. So we got to taste several of their dishes that were new to us, but a spin-off of Humble Pie.
How do you say this?
Cacio pepe.
Cacio Pepe?
How about Cacio Pepe outside?
Ooh. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of black pepper in the fettuccine noodle itself.
Those are fresh noodles made in-house daily.
I can taste that.
So I got the humble grilled cheese, and it is a massive sandwich, obviously, and not just grilled cheese on there, but 12-hour short rib.
12-hour braised short rib grilled cheese sandwich with 3 kinds of cheeses.
Beautiful sandwich on their house-made bread and french fries. Cannot wait.
It was very, very cool to hear just more about the thought that went into it. It's really a work of art when you think about it. Food is a work of art, and I'm sure for him to see people enjoy that is probably the highest form of satisfaction as a chef.
If you like the music from today's episode, check out the Jaclyn Monroe EP on iTunes, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your digital media.